Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues. Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
Definitely. So my community issue was about agricultural policies and practices and procedures that farmers and ranchers use and how that affects us as consumers, and what we can do to better ourselves and help provide for the future of the world. I chose this topic just because I grew up in the agricultural industry, and so I have a huge passion for this topic, along with a lot of experience and knowledge on this topic. I found that when I started researching and putting my speeches together, that it didn't really feel like work that I had to do, but instead something that was enjoyable for me, and kind of helped me inform my peers in my class as well.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Definitely. So, our call to action was all about promoting the agricultural industry and being agricultural advocates. And what that essentially means is that there's multiple different things out there. Some people, when they go grocery shopping, they look for all organic or all natural. And then there's other people who really don't have a preference on what food styles they eat. And then there are the people who also look for specifically foods with GMOs, or high quality yielding foods like that. And so, as a team, our call to action was all about promoting GMOs and promoting the use of technologically advanced practices and procedures, because we've all heard the facts about our world supposed to be reaching 9 billion people by 2050. And currently, there is a huge world hunger crisis going on that a lot of us might not realize because we have the food and resources to provide for ourselves. And sometimes it's hard to see a view of other people who might be living in that world hunger crisis. And so, with the promotion of GMOs and technological advances in practices and stuff like that, our farmers and ranchers are going to be able to provide for those 9 billion people that our world is going to grow to within the years. And so our call to action was really just promoting, not saying that anything is necessarily wrong with organic or all natural foods, but it can be harder for farmers and ranchers to produce that because GMOs offer so much more high quality yields, which will ultimately benefit our consumers because we can produce more food with less resources.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
Personally, I believe that my teammates would say that my work ethic is something that stood out. With our team project being about agriculture, it was something that I really enjoyed doing. And so when I put that work ethic out, I really kind of helped our team a lot, making sure that I carried my own weight. And so I would say that's what my biggest strength was during the team project.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
I would say that the most challenging obstacle that our team had to overcome was just the time factor. You know, we're all busy college students and we all have different schedules. And so finding a time that worked for all of us to get together and practice this and make sure that it was how we wanted it when we presented was probably our biggest struggle. But we were all very understanding and very able to work with each other to find a time for us to meet.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from COMM 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
I would say that my biggest takeaway was really the importance of all the self reflections that we did. We get feedback from our peers and from our teachers, But sometimes we don't actually understand how to take that feedback and change it. And so, with doing those self reflections and being able to go through our videos and watch ourselves, personally, I felt that it helped me because then I could see spots where I might be struggling in and spots where I could definitely improve myself. And so, along with taking the feedback that our instructors gave us, I think it really helped looking back on our own work and making sure that we found those spots.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.
Sounds good. Thank you.